Yo, hey, what's up, guys? I think I got really great news for everybody that doesn't go for the fusion or who's gonna pull that champion from it is void, but if you pull that champion later on, you will be happy. Of course, if you don't have all the champions in the world already, but he will be a budget Emic, and that's really cool. We don't always get epic champions that fulfill a role in this game, which is like usable. Sometimes you get someone outstanding like a Nia or something, and that is a really great thing. And also he will be one of those champions who can actually fulfill a role in this game. What am I talking about? I'm talking about, first of all, Phantom Shogun. He will be amazingly good in there, because he got the taunt and the unkillable on himself, so we can do the budget Emic version with him, just doing the taunt, make himself unkillable while he's just using his skill to make the boss not use his enfeeble debuff spread, so we can skip so many stars or blessings on our champions on the end, and that will be amazing. And also he will be usable in Hydra, and that is amazing. He and Nia could be doing a taunt loop 100%, and it will be okay. Of course, not as good as the Emic one, because you have to set up everything a little bit different, and he does things differently, but we're gonna talk about that in a second. That is really nice. But I also, guys, I really wanna go on the test server. I really wanna do teams already there, so you know in front, hey, that champion can do something crazy. I can show you and not just talk about it, just show you what's up. And that's why I'm asking of a favor of you. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already, because I'm trying to get the 8,000 subscribers thingy to go on the test server, so I can do those teams right now, or just, yeah, don't having awkward pictures out of other videos and showing you that way and stuff, because I think I'm really good at team buildings and I got a great community that they have always good ideas. So please go ahead, subscribe, so I can go on the test server. But also I want to take a look at the other skills, because yeah, they are really important. And keep in mind, if you do a Nia and him, what's his name, Carfru, yeah, his name, I'm always a little bit like bad at pronouncing names and stuff, but if you do him on a Nia taunt loop with him, it would be really cool, because he's not actually doing his A1, so on the end you don't actually use his A1 in a Hydra team, and it would be like a little bit better. But let's talk about the other skill, the A2. He is attacking all enemies, and before attacking removes one random debuff from all allies. Damage increases for each debuff removed. That's cool, but yeah, like I said, he will only use his main skill and that skill, so you can probably use a hex on him. That is amazing in Hydra, and you can keep it like that for Phantom Shogun too, that's no problem. Also heals each ally by 10% of this champion's max HP for each debuff was removed from them. And yeah, you can use that skill over and over in a comp how to do the Hydra team. And also that could be really nice in Phantom Shogun if I think about it, because even if you don't use the taunt, you will use the taunt in Phantom Shogun, so cleansing a debuff wouldn't be too good, and Phantom Shogun has actually 2 debuffs who's, yeah, it's not that great, so that's cool. But in Phantom Shogun it doesn't play a role, but in Hydra you can use it, you can cleanse your team, you can heal them a little bit, and also you can use a hex set while he will be unkillable the whole time and he's not in the threat of dying or something. So let's talk about the A1. Attacks one enemy, has a 50% chance, that will be up to a 70%, to transferring one random debuff from this champion to a target. That is not really too great, to be honest, and yeah, the A1 is not really good, but it's just an epic on the end. And let's talk about the use cases. In Phantom Shogun, he will do the taunt thingy, so your Nullhorn, for example, gets the initial hit, he will get the enfeeble debuff, then he will come in placing the taunt, and the Phantom Shogun will attack this dude right here. I'm still bad at names, so I'm not even trying. And that's why we don't get the enfeeble debuff on the whole team. That is amazing, and it is a budget thingy. So getting this champion right here is way easier to get. For example, Emic. He is way harder, and you still can use it. There are other ways, like what's his name? Oh, I forgot the other champion that does the 1 turn cooldown taunt on, not 1 turn duration on 3 turn cooldown, and he can be used also, so we already know that it is possible. But let's talk about Hydra. The Hydra thing is really amazing. You might don't see it right away, but he does just unkillable on himself and the taunt. You can, with Nia, you can make it to a taunt loop, so you're never in danger to getting actually eaten. And that is super nice. That's what we want. That's why the taunt loop is there. But if you do your Emic team, you have some issues about the mischief targeting. And that is really annoying, because your other champions somehow need resistance, they need everything else, because they can be the mischief target. Why is that so? Because Emic does do a shield, and a shield is a buff. He does the taunt and unkillable for the whole team, and the shield sometimes on the whole team and on himself on the other skill. That means if your team gets hit hard, really hard, then someone will lose the shield. And the shield basically most of the time will get destroyed on your Emic first, because everybody is looking, because he has the taunt, everybody is attacking him, so he will probably lose the shield at some point, and you will use the mischief targeting on him. But at this one, he actually does 2 buffs on himself that probably, if you set it up the right way, nobody else has. So he will be always the mischief target the whole time, and that makes him, yeah, a diamond. Really, there are not many epics you can use for something like that and make them actually work. Of course, you gotta set up your team a little bit different, maybe getting decreased attack better out there. You lose the reset of Emic, but you have other use cases in here, so it is not a lost thing on the end. You got something out of it while losing something, so that's a net positive, so I will accept it. And I think he will be like one of the best epics they get out on 2024. Of course, they will be in the top 10 or something, top 5 or something, because he has just, yeah, things he can bring to the table instead of someone else just hitting hard or a little bit harder than the average damage dealer or something like that. And he will be used in Hydra. Yeah, I will make a team right away when I get him. I probably make him 60 and feed him afterwards to get my fusion done, but I will get those videos done, and hopefully maybe I will pull him, and that will be so much better. But keep in mind, he will be really nice. He has some use cases. He can cleanse your team from 1 debuff, heal you a little bit, be the mischief target while doing a taunt loop. Those are 3 things. They are really amazing for Hydra. Phantom Shogun, taunt in general is super amazing. I think the best thing in Phantom Shogun is the taunt strategy. Whoever you use, whatever you bring up, the taunt thingy, you can just skip up your blessings and they will be super incredibly, yeah, good teams on the end. And yeah, I think I said enough. And if you have the chance to skip, maybe you skip the fusion, I don't know. I don't recommend it. The fusion is really amazing, but if you do, just catch up this guy, maybe pull a void shard and try to get lucky, because he is just a budget Emic in a good way. And yeah, that will be the end of the video, and I hope you leave a like on the video. And like I said, subscribe if you haven't done already. I really need it. I want to go on the test server, have my fun on those champions, come up with crazy strategies, come up with everything else that is possible on those champions, and yeah, show you the craziness what they do, because they released some really insane champions. And woohoo! Yeah, that will be the end, and yeah, have a nice day.